Why, hello everyone, I'm back once again, this time with an absolute doozy of a question. Well, depends how you look at it. This is question 24 from the June 2024 IGCSE Edexcel Maths A-Spec Paper 1. You do get a calculator for this one for those of you who aren't doing this exact spec. We have a question here where a polygon has n sides, where n is greater than 5. We have the interior angles of a polygon form a arithmetic sequence. Well, that's helpful. But we get told the smallest angle of a polygon is 84 degrees. If we're getting that, we should be thinking, oh, that could be potential a value. And the common difference of a sequence is 4 degrees. Therefore, we can label D as 4. We need to work out the sum of the interior angles of the polygon. Show clear algebraic working. Well, first things first, we do have a sum of an arithmetic series here. So therefore, we can whack out the formula here. So we're going to have n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. Good news is that we do have our a and d values. We've got 84 and we've got 4. So that's very helpful. Now we need to think about what it's equal to. Well, this formula here is actually stating to us the sum of the interior angles of a polygon. We've just got it in one form as a sum of the arithmetic series here. We've got starting with 84 going up 4 every time to every term after term. But another way where I could work out the sum of the interior angles of a polygon, cast your mind back through to geometry lessons, is we can just do 180 n minus 2. In other words, you can split your polygon into triangles and it'll always be 2 fewer than the 2 less than the number of sides you have on your shape, and that will give you the sum of all the interior angles. So we get given something like this. So we're going to, on this left hand side, just expand that out for now. 180 minus 360. Now the good news is that we do have a and d as mentioned in the question here, so we can actually have a bash with that. So 2a, that's 2 times 84, that is 168. And then with this one here, we're going to have n minus 1 multiplied by 4. On next line, we're just going to expand that out a little bit, so we'll get 168 plus 4n minus 4. And that 180n minus 360, we'll leave that there for now. And then we'll do some tidying up on the right here because we've got some normal values here. 164 plus 4n. And then afterwards we're just going to leave that as is. And then we can finally get rid of a square bracket. Thank heavens for that. 164 multiplied by n over 2, so that's 164n halved. So we get 82n. And then 4n multiplied by n over 2, so that's 4n squared divided by 2, which gives us 2n squared. And we've once again got 180n minus 360. Now what we need to do at this point is, well, we've got a quadratic. Why have we got a quadratic? Because we've got a squared term. Let's move everything from the left-hand side of our equation to the right. Keep that n squared coefficient positive at all times, makes it easier to solve. So we're going to subtract 180n, but we're also going to add 360. So we've got 2n squared minus 98n, and then plus 360. Now, at this point, we can use hard double brackets, however you have done it. However, we do have a common factor of 2 throughout all of our terms. And obviously 0 divided by 2, well, that's just 0. We can play around with 0 as much as our heart's content. However, just don't divide 0 by 0. It does weird things. So we get n squared minus 49n plus 180. Now this can go into the quadratic formula, however alternatively you can also just use your double bracket AM method. So we're looking for two values, the sum of which is going to be negative 49, and the product of these two values is going to be 180. Now we've got positive product, negative sum. We are therefore looking for two values which are negative. So we could have negative 1 and negative 180, but add those up you get minus 181. That's way too high. Let's try again. Negative 2, negative 90. Well, A's out again. It's got to be negative 92, but we're getting closer. So we're heading in the right direction here. Negative 3, negative 60. Well, that's minus 63. That's still out. And then we've also got minus 4 and minus 45. Add those up together, we get minus 49. Happy days. So therefore this quadratic can just be factorised to be x minus 4, x minus 45. As per the rules of factorising your double brackets and solving for x, set these equal to 0, and then it should be a single step solve. We will have two values here. Now this is where it does come in handy, this inequality which we're given at the beginning, because we need to perform a little bit of a reality check for our answers. We are told that n is greater than 5. This shape has more than 4 sides. Therefore, it cannot possibly be 4. That is absurd. 4 is less than 5, and n is greater than 5. Why have I put x there? That should be an n. But it should be that n equals 45. I'm just going to put n there because n is the same as x. You get the gist with this. It's usually x, it's just annoying that it's n. n equals 45. So that is actually your answer here. Now, the only gripe which I have with this question, I would like some answers on a postcard from Edexcel, is why on earth have you decided to create a question which makes sense with algebra, and you get a pleasant answer with algebra where all the steps seem to be part of a course where you get like, yeah, because this part here indicates, yeah, we're going to have like two values, we need to disregard one of them. We've got a starting value, we've got an ending value, we've also got some of the interior angles of polygons, so we've got a second formula to use and everything. However, this question doesn't work geometrically speaking, because 84, that is 96 away from 180. Now, 96 is a multiple of 4. So eventually, one of the terms in our sequence is going to be 180 degrees exactly. We are meant to be having an interior angle where the size of it is 180 degrees. I mean, like, does that mean a square truly has 4 sides? Does that mean a rectangle is actually a quadrilateral? This is a question where, in an algebraic sense, it makes sense. However, in a geometric sense, we're talking about polygon this, polygon that, polygon here, polygon here. However, it doesn't make sense, geometrically speaking. Try drawing out this shape. It doesn't make any sense in terms of geometry. So yeah, very unusual choice here from Edexcel. I would like to have some answers on a postcard from them, or they can just send me an email. However, yes, this question is just pure evil. It is possible to get an answer from it. However, it is technically a trick question.